Hey everyone, it's me, Raquel from Succulents Box. Let's learn how to identify and treat some of the most common problems with string of pearls. Caring for this plant requires specific considerations, and there are some issues that you may need to solve. Let's learn how to recognize and treat those problems. First, let's look at the most common problem, shriveling leaves and stem. The first reason is underwatering. Although string of pearls can store water in its leaves, the succulent still needs proper watering to stay healthy. When its water storage runs low, the round leaves and stem may begin to shrivel. Don't forget that a young succulent needs more water than a mature one. Check the soil, and if the topsoil is dry to the touch, it's time to give your plant a drink. An underwatered string of pearls usually recovers easily after having enough water. The second reason your succulent starts to shrivel is overwatering. It may sound strange, but when you give string of pearls more water than it can handle, the leaves will literally burst and give the plant a shriveled and mushy look. Let's take a look at the soil and pot and make sure that the excess water is drained properly. Your plant should only be watered when the soil is dry to the touch. If you suspect that your string of pearls shrivels because of overwatering, bring it to an airy, bright spot and let the soil dry out. In addition to water issues, too much or too little sunlight can also make your plant shrivel. Make sure you do not place your plant under direct scorching sun. Move your succulent to a bright place away from harsh direct sunlight or cover it during the most intense afternoon. Now let's move on to the second complication, root rot. There are two reasons for root rot in string of pearls: improper drainage and excessive fertilizing. The most common reason for root rot is improper drainage. String of pearls needs well-draining soil and a porous pot that allows proper drainage. If you use rich, moisture-retaining soil for this succulent, it can cause root rot. If the root looks darkened and mushy, remove your string of pearls, cut off the damaged root, and repot in a clean, well-draining soil. Choose a high-quality cacti and succulent soil mix, or make your own soil using potting soil, perlite, and bark fines. Don't forget to use a pot with at least one drainage hole. After watering, make sure you let all excess water drain out of the pot. The second reason why your string of pearls develops root rot is over-fertilizing. This plant may need a boost during the growing season, but too much fertilizer can burn the roots and kill it. Over-fertilizing can cause stunted growth, discoloration, brown foliage, and burnt roots. To avoid overfeeding, only fertilize your plant once or twice during the springtime using diluted water-soluble fertilizer. If you prefer homemade fertilizers, you can use compost made of banana peels, coffee grounds, crushed eggshells, or fish emulsion. Now let's look at the third problem your string of pearls may have, falling leaves. There are actually two reasons why your succulent is losing its leaves. The first one is incorrect temperature. String of pearl can thrive in normal room temperatures between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and sudden changes in temperatures or extreme cold or hot temperatures can cause the leaves to fall. If placed outdoors, move your plant inside. Make sure your string of pearls can have a stable temperature. If the temperature is not an issue, your string of pearls may be facing pest infestation or some disease that makes the leaves fall off. And that's about the most common complications for your string of pearls. If you spot any of these problems in your succulent, make sure you take action right away to keep your plant happy and healthy. That's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and consider subscribing for more content. If you've got any questions or recommendations, please leave it in the comments below. Happy gardening!
For more, you can find us at succulentsbox.com or on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest.